Stand like an oak, an aspen, an alder. It's in you, don't falter. And if so, then I got you. Fake it, walk taller. Anything that makes you feel smaller, leave it by the angels of the wall. Push 'em up, push 'em up. Put away your cares. Fold them, fold them. Fold up your fears. He said, come to this river. Give me your arms. Lean back. There's nothing to be alarmed of. He said, the more I know, the more I dig. And the more I return to myself around every bend. Stand like an oak, an aspen, an alder. It's in you, don't falter. And if so, then I got you.
Come into our house of hope and love, of peace and justice, of wholeness and healing. Come in where we welcome the certain and the seeking, the long-timers and the newcomers, the beloved and the brokenhearted. All of you can find a home here at Troop, where we go love the world from the heart of Pasadena and from the heart of our homes. Good morning to our friends joining us on live stream. Today is one of those extra special Troop Sundays where we welcome our newest members into the Troop community. It is always a joy to do that. And today we wrap up our annual 30 Days for the Earth by celebrating our Earth commitments and thinking about how we want to carry those forward in our lives in an embodied way. And if you are someone who is curious about Troop and you would like to know more, next Sunday after worship, we're holding a newcomer's coffee. That'll happen in a meeting room just off of our social hall. And Hillary, who is here today, can help answer any questions about our newcomer's coffee if you have questions about it after the worship service. And each time we gather, we are reminded that each one of us is a light in the world, and the flame from our chalice symbolizes and reflects that light.
Our time together in worship is intimately connected with our daily lives. As a symbol of that connection, we light our chalice with a flame from our candles of prayer and healing. Come into this place of promise and possibility. Bring all of who you are. Bring your gladness, your disappointments, your joys, and your sorrows. Together we sustain this community that leads with love and heals our world. We light a second candle to honor the people and ancestors whose lands we now occupy. The land under and around Troop is the unceded land of the Gabrielino Tongva Band of Mission Indian people. May this knowledge and awareness lead us into dismantling systems of supremacies and oppressions. We light a third candle symbolizing our watershed, the Arroyo Seco. May their waters continue to nourish life in our communities. We take a moment of silence, holding all of these in our hearts.
And as we continue gathering together, our opening hymn is Blue Boat Home. You'll find it in the teal hymnal. Turn to number 1064 and rise and sing out as body and spirit allow. Blue Boat Home, number 1064.
Low below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from till my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor a port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I fly the starry sea, gleaming over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in a beautiful blue boat home.
Take a moment, turn to a neighbor, and tell them how glad you are that they came into troop today.
I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail and rage winds urging me on. Leave the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor song. I was born upon the lands, never harbor or port have I known. My universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
The spring season opens us to possibility. The seeds we nurture during winter, then planted in early spring, has sprouted and reached toward the light. Some are just beginning to blossom or set fruit. Others have already finished blooming and are dropping their seeds. The cycle of life continues. Hope, possibility, new ideas, and renewed life are forming quietly within you. Give them the time they need to emerge. As we share our true promise to our planet, may you be filled with gratitude for all that continues to unfold in your life. As members of the family of living things on earth, we are guided by the Unitarian Universalist principle of respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are a part. With hearts filled with love for it, eyes nurtured by its beauty, and minds ruminating on ways to protect Earth's sacred and abundant gifts, we promise to nurture the well-being of all life and of the planet itself.
Sundays that we welcome our newest members are full of special joy. They have said yes to us, and our new member ceremony is a chance for us to say yes back to them. I'd like to call forward to the Chancel Cynthia McDonald, our president of the Board of Trustees, who will help lead today's new member ceremony. And I'd also like to call forward these new members, Annalie Andres, Joy Lamb, Sean Sweeney and David Escobar, Diane Smith, Matt, Delphine, Abby, and Zach Basco, come on down, and Reynold Watkins. Membership in a Unitarian Universalist congregation means many things. One is it's an acknowledgement that you have found a deep sense of belonging here. It's also an affirmation of the promises that we make to one another here in this community. They are promises that we will prioritize our relationships with one another, understanding that our shared covenant is based on mutual trust. Membership here embraces our covenant of right relations that grounds the sacred community. And one thing that makes this community sacred is these promises that you make to each other. Our community is sacred also because you promise to be curious with one another, that you're going to hold emotional space for each other, that you'll slow down and take the time to see the whole and holy person that is in front of you, and that we, in return, will allow ourselves to be seen and known, and sometimes that can be the most vulnerable and risky act of all. We're so glad that you've chosen this community of fellow seekers to travel with you on your life's journeys. And I'm about to ask you just a series of 3 questions, and at the end of it, I'll invite you all to respond with, "I will." Will you participate fully in the life of this community? Will you tend to your own spiritual journey seeking truth and meaning? And will you help us live into our promise to our planet, nurturing the well-being of all life, and that includes the well-being of you? And if so, please respond, "I will." I will.
Each week we are reminded that this church is our church. It is our spiritual and religious home, the troop that each of us comes to know and love. The troop we belong to is never static. Our troop is dynamic, constantly changing and evolving, just as the flowers in the learning garden bud, then fade during the course of the year. Programs, ministries, activities come and go. Energies ebb and flow. Some parts of church life are transient, but the heart of the church is permanent. It is our understanding that the church is you, our people. We are held by this beautiful building, nurtured by our learning garden, inspired by our music, led by our ministry team, cared for by one another. At the heart of all of that is you, our troop. You are the ones who share the message of love to the world. That message of love is grounded in our relationship with one another. Congregation, it is time for you to voice your intent to be in covenant with these people standing before you. Will you welcome these new members with the warmth and comfort of your fellowship? Will you seek to add your strengths and talents to the new gifts they bring to us? Will you share our triumphs and our struggles as a community as we grow and change? If so, please respond, we will. We will. Now that the new members and the congregation have said yes to one another, you all will add your names to the membership book. The names in this book date back to the 1930s, and now your name is among the religious ancestors who since 1886 have sought to bring love, hope, compassion, and justice into the world.
We have welcomed them. Our newest members have signed this old member book, and I invite any of you who are curious to look at all of the names through the decades to, after worship, peruse it. And now we offer them our words of blessing as they take their official position as members in the church. And as we do this, you all are invited to, kind of one by one, starting with Reynold in just a moment, to take some dried herbs from our Troop Learning Garden and to place them in the common bowl. And we do that as a symbol of how our many various and unique gifts all come together and make something even more beautiful and more fragrant. And we'll start that with Reynold and just gently go down the line. And as they do that, we'll have our litany of blessings. And the congregation will respond with the phrase, "We offer our blessings to you." And let's try that together as you put all of your good energy into these fine folks on the chancel. We offer our blessings to you. We welcome you as you join your voices in harmony with ours.
We offer our blessings to you.
We are eager and delighted for you to share your spiritual journey with us.
We offer our blessings to you.
We ask that you all participate fully in the life of the Troop community.
We offer our blessings to you.
And we welcome you into our shared covenant. Your presence makes this community stronger.
We offer our blessings to you.
And you all have truly created a potpourri blend that has never been created here or anywhere else. Congratulations. And we offer, oh, wait. Well, yes, clap now and again in a minute. And one final piece is that we offer you a gift that we hope will help you on your continued spiritual journey. It is a Unitarian Universalist chalice and also a sachet of potpourri, a unique mix that was created at our last new member ceremony. Welcome, welcome. We are so glad you said yes to us as we say yes back to you. And now come again. think today our children are going with Jack and Maggie in the back for their own program that helps their sense of belonging here and their sense of faith flourish. Thank you so much for leading the program, Jack. And our practice is to send them into that program. The lyrics are in your order of worship.
For you shall go out in joy, for you shall go out in joy, and come back in peace, and come back in peace. For you shall go out in joy, for you shall go out in joy, and come back in peace, and come back in peace. Blessed be.
Wisdom inspired by our earth, prepare by Joy Harjo. You are a story fed by generations. You carry songs of grief, triumph, loss, and joy. Feel their power as they ascend within you. As you walk, run swiftly, even fly into infinite possibilities. Let go of that which burdens you. Let go of any acts of unkindness and brutality from or against you. Let go of that which has burdened your family, your community, your nation, or disturbed your soul. Let go one breath into another. Pray thankfulness for this earth we are, for this becoming we are, for this sunlight touching skin we are, for the cooling of the dark we are. Listen now as earth sheds her skin. Listen as generations move, one against another, to make power. We are bringing in a new story. We will be accompanied by ancient songs and will celebrate together. Breathe this new dawn. Assist it as it opens its mouth to sing.
Listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to beings. 'Tis the ancestors' breath when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' breath in the voice of the water's song. Those who have died have never, never left. The dead are not under the earth. They are in the rustling trees. They are in the groaning woods. They are in the crying grass. They are in the moaning rocks. The dead are not under the earth. So listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to beings. 'Tis the ancestors' breath when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' breath in the voice of the water's song. Those who have died have never, never left. The dead have a pact with the living. They are in the woman's breast. They are in the wailing child. They are with us in our homes. They are with us in this crowd. The dead have a pact with the living.
And this morning's stewardship moment comes to you from Jesse Reed, member of the Stewardship Committee.
Good morning, everyone. At the start of the month, we launched the We Lead with Love campaign. It's the stewardship campaign. And over the past few weeks, we've been talking a lot about love at Troop. Not just as a feeling, but as a practice. You know love. It's the kind that shows up, sticks around, and let's be honest, needs a reminder time to time. Well, here it is. We're asking for 100% participation. It's a bold goal, I know, but when we were conceptualizing it, we realized it wasn't about a required amount that people needed to give. It was about everyone being involved. Because what makes Troop strong isn't one heroic donor swooping in at the last minute. It's all of us doing our part. You know, think of it less like a fundraiser and more like a potluck. No one expects you to bring the whole meal, but to make that side dish you can confidently whip up in your sleep. Now, I know I shouldn't generalize, but I bet there are a lot of NPR, ACLU, Southern Poverty Law Center types out there. This is a lot like NPR Sustaining Giving. You know that moment when you're in the car and you're listening and they say, your donation to this station makes our programming possible? And you think, yeah, okay, I'm listening and I want to support this. That's what we're talking about here. It's just a steady, dependable way of saying, this matters to me. These people, this place, and I want to keep it going. Okay. Most of you know I'm very nervous about being up here, and I'm midway, and I wanted to do a quick check-in with my fellow committee members. Karen, are you out there? Have you led with love? Yeah. And Reverend Tara, have you led with love?
I mean, come on, it almost goes without saying, but what do you think? Have I led with love?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Well, darn, I have too. Look, we all dressed for the occasion. And we want you to, too. Now, here's the good news. You can all lead with love, too. And you don't have to stand up, and I'm not going to call on you.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't want it. And yes, this t-shirt here will be yours. Well, maybe not this one because I'm nervous and this is sweaty, but a fresh new one that's in your size. And it's a way of taking the message that we have grounded this campaign in, We Lead with Love, out into the world, which I think is so important right now. If you haven't made your commitment yet, this is your moment. It takes about a minute. You received a card like this when you came in, and if you didn't, you can ask someone for one. And you just fill it out or scan the QR code, and that's it. No spotlight, just a simple way of saying, I'm part of this. Every gift matters, every person matters, and every act of participation, no matter its size, matters too. So let's finish this strong and help us reach our 100% goal. And thank you for sustaining Troop.
Thank you, Jesse.
This church is our church. We support it through our gifts of time, our gifts of talent, and our gifts of treasure. We pause each week in worship for a moment of financial generosity and ask you to make a donation to Troop. You can give online, the directions are in the order of worship, or place your gift in the offering plate. If you are a first-time visitor, please let the offering plate pass you by. Thank you for supporting our life together. The offering will now gratefully be received.
Clouds pass and silence come. Peace, grace this time with harmony. Fly, bird of hope, and shine, light of love, and in calm let all find tranquility. Bird, fly high, lift our gaze toward distant view, help us to sense life's mystery. Fly high and far and lead us each to see how we move through the winds of eternity. Light shining, illuminate our inward view, help us to see with clarity. Shine bright and true, so we may join our songs in new sounds that become full symphony.
In a spirit of gratitude, we lift up those supporting today's worship service. I'd like to thank Ripley running live stream, Cynthia, Rachel, and Teresa for serving as our greeters and ushers. I'd like to thank Ms. Estrella, our worship associate, Jack with the children's program, Tom, our coffee and conversation host, local bakery, ID Eclair for donating treats for coffee hour, Malcolm and choir for your inspired music, Jessica for all of your administrative support, our newest members for participating in the ceremony today, and finally, Jessie for your beautiful stewardship message. And I know you were nervous and wondering, was like I gonna be effective and impactful? And I just want to say, in my 14 years of being your pastor, I have never worn a t-shirt in the pulpit. Hey, and so if nothing else, you got me to like go out of my comfort zone and wear something different on Sunday. And I look great in it, he says. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. And thank you for designing the t-shirts, though, and the stewardship committee for all of your beautiful partnership and work. So as we pause in recognition for all of the ways we support our troop community life, I invite you to share those words of gratitude that you'll find in the order of worship. With gratitude for the ministries of the church that hold us and embolden us to love the world, we bless our offering and the many gifts we share. And Cynthia for helping lead our new member ceremony. And so we've had a lot of excitement in here this morning. Your hearts might be beating faster, your breath might be a little uneven, and this is our opportunity to center our hearts, to center our breath, by singing together our centering hymn, We Are, number 1051 in the teal hymnal.
Each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises rises and sings to the universe who we are. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time. We are daughters of dust and the sons of great visions. We're sisters of mercy and brothers of love. We are lovers of life and the builders of nations. We're seekers of truth and keepers of faith. We are makers of peace and the wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are.
This month, for our 30 Days for the Earth, you were invited to make a commitment for these 30 days to choose a behavior or an action that you could take more or less consistently that would help bring in a new story of healing and peace for our earth. On Easter Sunday, you wrote these commitments on a flower-shaped Post-it note, and they have lived for the month on the back wall of the sanctuary, inspiring us, reminding us of this particular way we said we would act for this month. Now, I know some of you kept your practice for the whole month. Oh, nope, you're not raising your hand. I thought someone was excited and raising their hand about it. Some of you did it for one day. Others of you have completely forgotten that Easter Sunday even happened. I understand that. I really do. But whether or not you kept it for the month or not, just this action of making a commitment reminds us that when we join together, the possibilities really are endless. Those commitments are now on the altar table, and your invitation today is to come forward and either take the Post-it that had your original commitment on it as a reminder of this practice that you may want to continue to do. You might see one on the table that you wished you had written. Why was that not mine? And in our spirit of generosity, to take that one. And if you get to the table and you don't remember yours, someone took yours, or you want to make a new one, we have fresh Post-it notes. You can make a new commitment. Something you want to do that feels right for you, that brings you joy, that you can do to help write this new story of healing and peace and new possibility. And you'll take these Post-its with you, put it somewhere you can see it as a reminder of your commitment and passion and your place in this community. So if you were the person on Easter that filled one out and said, plant butterfly plants, and you couldn't find it, it's because I took it. That was a really good one. Thank you. I would never have thought of that. And I love that some of you are wearing your commitments on your name tag or on your clothes. And do place these somewhere where you can see them, somewhere that you'll be reminded that you are not alone in this effort to create possibility, but that we are all working together. And we'll continue to celebrate together, to breathe this new dawn, to assist as it opens its mouth to sing.
Songs of spirit like a prayer, breathing in the ambient air, singing in the morning light, in the radiance of the day, in the twilight shadows gray, in the brooding dark of night, dark or light or storm or fair, singing, singing everywhere. In the burgeoning of spring, in the summer-scented bloom, in the autumn's mellow glow, in the winter's ice and snow, shade or shine or joy or gloom, as the seasons come and go, bleak or bare or blossoming, still the songs that sing and sing. Singing, singing everywhere, at the heart of everything. In my soul I hear them sing, mystic music of the spheres, songs that with my utmost part I can only catch in part. Broken echoes, cold or bare, of the songs my spirit hears.
Friends, how are you breathing? I don't think I've ever been asked that question. Have you? How are you breathing? Unless we are sick, or have asthma, or are running really fast for some reason, which would not ever be my situation, or or singing, we're not necessarily thinking about how we're breathing. Breathing's an involuntary, automatic process. It is air coming into and then out of our lungs. We hope and expect for it to happen naturally, just like blinking or like digesting food. Laura Daw, who is an Eastern Shawnee poet and teacher, shares the significance of this question in her language. She notes that in her language, the way they greet and ask after one another actually uses the verb to breathe. Daw says it means when we greet each other, we are asking, how are you breathing? How have you been breathing lately? Answering this question for myself, I can tell you I am breathing too quickly, too anxiously, and too distractedly. And maybe you are too. And if so, who would blame you? We just celebrated 30 days for the earth, and we are doing so at a time that our country has engaged in this war that for many of us makes no sense. Maybe none of the wars we engage in make sense. We made commitments to heal and bring peace to our earth right after the month of March. And last week, NPR told me that during this last month of March, worldwide, everybody was 9 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than any year before. And at home, my Sun Gold tomatoes, they are already ripening. Yes, I've already enjoyed a Sun Gold tomato, and while it's really satisfying to have that in April, hello, it is so too early. Those Sun Gold tomatoes, those are a delight for July. They are not a delight for mid-April. And so for those and many other reasons, I catch myself breathing too quickly, too anxiously, too distractedly. My day planner has a small box on each day, and it has a heading that says self-care. And almost every day, one of my self-care bullet points says, go slow and remember to breathe. What I think I'm trying to tell myself with that note, Joy Harjo expressed so beautifully in the poem we heard earlier. Harjo wrote, "Let go that which burdens you. Let go any acts of unkindness or brutality from or against you. Let go that which has burdened your family, your community, your nation, or disturbed your soul. Let go one breath into another." How are you breathing? In an interview, Harjo was asked that same question by Daw, and Harjo replied with wisdom, grace, and beauty. Her answer was, when we take in our first breath, it is a promise to take on this human story, a story that has dimension in time and place. Breath is our entrance into story making. It is a promise. For us at Troop, we are making a new promise, a new story through our collective breath, our being, and our actions. This morning, we welcome new members into Troop, and they each have their own personal reasons for joining this place at this time. One person told me that this is a place that feels authentic and genuine to them. With no artifice, true people, we just are who we are. She said she came in here on her first Sunday, and she was so struck by the fact that instead of having a bunch of store-bought professional bouquets scattered around the sanctuary, what she found instead in the fall were those spiky seed pod collections of stems. And then in the springtime, we bring in nasturtiums and roses from the garden. This person said here, they can let go one breath into another. And someone else told me that this place has been pivotal in their own healing journey, that here they can be safe to be vulnerable, to be accepted for all of who they are, that they are in a process of remaking themselves. They're trying to start to really live again. Here, they can let go one breath into another. Yesterday, we hosted an Earth Festival with our community partner, Repair Cafe. The church building and the garden looked beautiful, and our church leaders and volunteers who were there, you shared our signature troop warm welcome and hospitality. And there were folks here on campus yesterday that had not been here for many, many years, some since the garden out here was first installed in 2010. And we walked all around the campus together, and they were pointing and exclaiming and looking and loving and delighting in how beautiful and wonderful the garden and campus looked. And I was like, yeah, this congregation did that. You all did that together. Some of you I know have pulled so many weeds here. Your fingers must be so tired. And some of you have harvested seeds and made troop tea bags that we hand out. Some of you have spent time polishing those very pews you're sitting in. Some of you have given money to special fundraising projects that have allowed us to expand our welcome. Some of you give money every week, every month. You've indicated your support of our mission and message that way. Some of you volunteer your time by greeting and singing and moving tables and making leadership decisions. And honestly, more than all of that, what makes Troop the totally terrific troop that we are, it really and truly is all of you. It's all of you. The way you show up here with the generosity of spirit and kind hearts and a determination to be together in ways that uplift one another. You all have created a sacred space where the beloved and the brokenhearted can let go and breathe one into the other, breath to breath, person to person, and heart to heart. So when those times in my days when my answer to that question, how are you breathing? When my answer is, I'm breathing too quickly, too anxiously, too distractedly, I stop and I remember the story we are shaping together here now. The promise we make every Sunday to honor Earth's abundant and sacred gifts. Our intention to be in real relationship here together. To pay close and careful attention to each person in front of us. To do justice. To love kindness, and to move humbly through the world. Yeah, I think about that. So different from what many of us experience out there, and I feel a surge of hope. I feel a sense of possibility, and my breath steadies, and I know that we are all going to be okay. And may you too remember to go slow, remember to breathe, and with each breath you take, to lead with love. I invite you all to rise and sing our closing hymn. One foot in front of the other, we lead with love.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. And lead with love.
Take the hand or shoulder or foot of someone near you. That would be awkward. And as we move into our week, let's remember to not give up hope. We are right by each other's side. We lead with love, and I love you all. Go out and love the world. Amen, and blessed be.